Out comes a water gun lantern. Boston not baiting, going straight for the close combat. The silly electric fish probably thinks they've committed a great protection. They get the full water gun farm down. Boston sends back out the Quagman. The opponent probably thinks this is the easiest mud bomb tank of their life. What a prize trainer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the pleasure of shoutcasting my favourite Spice Lord and one of my Discord moderators, the legend, the one and only Boston. Today Boston is actually running a pretty serious team, however with a twist. We've got the Quagman. Most people are thinking, is it on Aqua, is it on Stone Edge? But our Quagman is running neither. We've got two Hail Marys of Sludge Bomb and Earthquake. We're also going to get our first look at Shadow Sneasler and one I'm unable to obtain, so I'm super excited to see how it performs. Rounding the team off, we've got Gligar. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game one, Boston leads the Quagman into Lantern, a Pokemon I normally call the silly electric fish. Not a bad lead, however, on Water Gun. Lantern can at least fight back. The opponent going to strike first with the Surf. We see the instant no shield deployed. Surf with the residual Water Guns already got us down below half health. Boston farms up, goes for the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb force of protection. The opponent probably thinks, what the heck was that? Well, trainer, if you're surprised by Sludge Bomb, you're going to be even more surprised. Earthquake. Oof. Forces the final protection. I thought we was going to get a big boom, but unfortunately we don't. Boston now sends out Sneasler. I imagine we're going to start shielding as Sneasler is incredibly glassy. We shield up the Surf. The Water Gun's tearing us apart. One turn moves, really good into really glassy Pokemon. Boston opts for the double shield. Can we get the full Shadow Claw farm down? Boston doesn't commit to it, instead throws the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is resisted but will be secure in the knockout. Sneasler has residual energy and the opponent sends out Stinky Binky. We're going to see the close combat land. Close combat does over half the opponent's HP. We then see the pivot into Gligar and the opponent continues to stay in. Boston takes the initiative, throws the dig. It's going to be high Stinky Binky, bye Stinky Binky, get fucking wrecked. It now becomes very apparent why the opponent two-shielded the lead, as they are triple weak to ground. And Lantern was their best answer. Gligar smelling blood, throws the dig. The opponent going to return fire with the Brine, but Brine is just a terrible move. The opponent throws the Blind. We withstand the damage, reach the Night Slash, and Boston is going to be off to a very impressive 1-0 start. GG's and thanks for playing. The opponent, triple weak to ground, where we have two ground types. Boston very happy with his first battle. In the next battle, we see the Quagman into Charger Bug. Boston farms up, looking to bait the Stone Edge and throws the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb goes unshielded. The opponent showing huge cojones there. They then send out the Jellyfish, and Boston's going to YOLO the Earthquake. Does the opponent respect the damage? Earthquake goes unshielded, get a Jellicent below half health. The opponent needs a Shadow Ball to take us out. Boston calls the Surf and we withstand the damage. Boston then farms up, throws a Sludge Bomb on the CMP side. Sludge Bomb is resisted, but probably would knock out from this range. Sludge Bomb forced to protect shield, and Boston's going to let the Quagman go down. Quagman has done its job. Surf takes us out. Boston then sends in Sneasler. Sneasler gets a very nice Shadow Claw farm down. We see Boston spamming the switch, trying to make a catch. The opponent showed great discipline, hold their energy and send out Sableye. Gligar farms up to the dig baits with the Night Slash. Show me the boost! RNG gods say, not today Boston. However, we do force the final protect shield. Boston still has two shields to hide behind. However, we instantly see the no shield. And Boston going to full send the dig. Dig going to be very close to knocking out Sableye. Does survive, but Boston gets the wing attack farm down. The opponent only has that low health Charger Bug and they're forced to dump energy. And I think we're in store for a very nice two shield flex. X-Scissor secures the knockout back out. Comes Sneasler. Boston calls the X-Scissor bait, the opponent master bait. And that is going to be all she wrote as we throw the BM close combat. And Sneasler is going to be a bug type counter confirmed. GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we lead the Quagman into Clodsire. The battle of the cousins, Quagman very much in the driver's seat. The opponent throw after only 6 mud shots. Unless they hack the game and got access to Surf, this can only be a Sludge Bomb. Boston isn't shielding that because that is resisted. However, undeterred, we're full sending the Earthquake. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not. They near get one shot. We even get an extra mud shot for the road, and Quagman looking very happy with itself. The opponent sends in Turtonator. Boston doesn't throw at the best timing. We throw one mud shot, then the Sludge Bomb. Ideally, you'd like to throw 2, that would be 4 turns into 5 turns. When you only throw after 1, you give away 3 free turns. The opponent full send the Overheat, securing the knockout. Overheat lowers your own attack, so Boston now sends in the squishy Sneasler. Sneasler looks for the full Shadow Claw farm down, and we get it. The opponent's final Pokemon, unfortunately, is Toxapex, so we can't boom him with a close combat. Instead, we're going to go for some chip damage with the Aerial Aces. Aerial Ace, a pretty trash move, but Sneasler hits pretty hard, and the second one is going to get him below half health. It looks like both Boston and his opponent looking to save 2 shields for next season. Brian takes us out, we send out Gligar. Gligar going to be able to outpace to the Night Slash. The opponent likely going to let this go as a 0 win con. However, what do I know? The opponent chooses to shield up. Boston still doesn't need to shield this Brian. He says, trainer, if you want that 2 shield flex, my God, am I going to give it to you. Gligar gets the wing attack farm down, and we take another dub. GG's. In the next battle, we lead the Quagman into another Quagman. So there's a bit of an ongoing joke between me and my Discord. If the opponent's got a hat, they've likely got Stone Edge. If they don't have a hat on or a costume, they're likely to be running Mud Bomb and Aqua Tail. This is probably a Legacy Community Day one. Boston tanks the Mud Bomb, farms up, full sends the Earthquake goes unshielded, and the opponent probably thinks, holy crap, what was that? Let's see if my theory's correct. Are we about to get hit with an Aqua Tail? No, this opponent actually has Stone Edge, so don't listen to me. Apparently I know nothing. This is only a Mud Bomb though, an easy tank for Gligar. The opponent giving us a very nice wing attack farm down, and we've got a whole heap of energy good to go. The opponent chooses to send in Quackavole. Are you serious? They even call the Night Slash bait, as Aerial Ace would have been super effective. This time Boston full sends the dig, Quackavole straight in and straight out. This opponent evidently another fan of saving shields for next season, as they're now looking to try and Thundershock down a ground type. Boston throws the Night Slash, we finally get a boost, let's go. The opponent reluctant to throw, and Gligar still not done, reaches the boosted Night Slash, the boosted Night Slash goes unshielded, and Gligar sweeps the team. GG's. Holy, what a spice pick from the opponent. Shadow Gengar, that thing looks like such a menace with its big grin. The opponent saves switch into Starmie. What the heck is Starmie doing here? I have no idea. We send the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb goes unshielded. What? Okay, the opponent concede, and that is one of the strangest battles I have ever seen. This is why I love shoutcasting, as I'm always getting caught out with plenty of strange plays. Speaking of strange, this is a Passimian. I believe that's what it's called. I have no idea. I've honestly never seen this, other when Home Slice Henry used it in the Ultra League. Shout out to Home Slice. We save switch into Sneasler. I believe this thing only learns fighter moves. However, Sneasler probably not going to appreciate it. We correctly should have a close combat. Good shield, Boston. Passimian still not done. Makes one further charge move. They YOLO close combat number 2, Boston now. For the first time in the video, down shields, but up energy. Sneasler with a whole heap of energy, good to go. Full sends the close combat. Close combat forces protection of Lantern. Lantern gets a very nice water gun farm down. The opponent probably thinks this is the easiest Mud Bomb tank of their life. However, surprise trainer, we've got Earthquake. High Lantern, by Lantern, get fucking wrecked. The opponent now send out Altaria, and unfortunately we don't have Stone Edge, but Sludge Bomb's still going to hit for decent neutral damage. We then pivot into Gligar. Gligar very, very thick. We're able to outpace to the Night Slash before the opponent throws a charge move. Night Slash goes unshielded. We don't see the boost this time. Boston's used all his boost like previously. However, even a Moonblast won't be lethal. The opponent throw the Sky Attack. We withstand the damage. Reach Night Slash number 2. And that's going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. Heading into the next battle, we lead the Shadow Quagman into Haunter. Haunter weak to ground, but these Shadow Claws are going to really start chunking. You can see Haunter so glassy, these mud shots out here looking like mud stat we bait with the Sludge Bomb, and of course Haunter shields. Haunter's pretty much shield everything. I imagine Boston lets this go, and then we're going to see the most ridiculous Shadow Claw damage ever from our Sneasler. The opponent gets the Shadow Claw farm down. There's the snipe. The opponent probably blinked and they missed it, as they got deleted very quickly. The opponent now sends out Clod, and we're forced to go for non-stab aerial asses. You can see Clod insanely thick. That definitely isn't enough for an Earthquake. We should survive a Sludge Bomb. The opponent on Water Poles. What is going on? Do people just send me battles where I get caught out left, right and centre? I definitely did not think that was going to be a Water Pulse. We fire off the Night Slash on the CMP side. Boston's seen the Water Pulse, so we're going to respect them and get baited with an Acid Spray. Mr. Opponent, you're a savage. Speaking of savage, the opponent actually make a very nice catch, catching the Night Slash onto Metachan, but we get the boost. Fucking hell, Boston, this is a roller coaster of emotions. We farm up to the dig, throw the Night Slash forces the final Protect Shield. I think this is a power-up punch. Boston commits a protection. It is a power-up punch. I can see these savages from a mile away. I'll be honest, I'm in shambles. I'm not counting. Is this an ice punch? No, it's just a power-up punch. We get the wing attack farm down, and Boston is going to win yet another strange battle. GG's, and thanks for playing. Very fun battle and very spicy moveset from that opponent. In the next battle, when I try and compose myself, we're going to play out the Shadow Quagsire. If this opponent nukes us with an Earthquake, I think I'm just going to have to end the video there, as I just can't take anymore. We fire off the Earthquake, force the Protect Shield. Boston anticipates the opponent being a Spice Thought and tries to catch an Earthquake on his Gligar. That would have also been Savage. The opponent throw the Stone Edge, we respect it. They then pivot out into Wish Daddy Cash. Wish Daddy Cash not going to appreciate the dig. Much like this opponent definitely would not appreciate grass types. Shadow Quag into Purified Wish Daddy Cash. We fire off the Night Slash, force the Protect Shield. Does the opponent YOLO the Blizzard? No, they don't. Mr. Opponent Boston does not shield baits in his household. Does the opponent send the Blizzard this time? No, another Mud Bomb bait. Mr. Opponent, how many poor defenseless cats would you like to kill? Undeterred, Boston farms up, throws the Night Slash, secures the knockout. Gligar into Shadow Haunter. No, you're sacrificing this thing to the Pokegods. Haunter gets one-shot vanquished. Back to the Pokeball. Back out comes the Quagman. The opponent needs a Stone Edge to secure the knockout. Do they Stone Edge? No, they've actually got Sludge Bomb as well. We withstand the damage. And Gligar sweeps the opponent's entire team. GG's and thanks for playing. I think it's no secret I haven't been enjoying GBL this season, but I've been loving these shoutcasts. Huge shout out to everyone that's been sending me in battles because I'm having a lot of fun. You can see Boston goes 5-0 and we're now on an 8-game win streak. In the next battle, we got some Shadow on Shadow crime. The battle of the Mud Boys. Boston farms up, throws the Earthquake. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not. Big bad Wish Daddy Cash gets rock deep into the red. As this was CMP, it can only be a Mud Bomb. The opponent was one short of the Blizzard. The opponent goes for the next Mud Bomb. Do we shield? A Mud Shot farm down. No, Boston happy to lose lead and get a running start. We send in Gligar. Gligar gets the Wing Attack farm down. The opponent sends out Clod behind on energy. What the heck is in the back trainer? Boston farms up past the dig. Baits with the Night Slash. Do we get a boost? Yes, we do. Holy! Is Gligar going to get another sweep? The opponent can throw whatever they like. Another Water Pulse. What is going on? Boston this time not baiting. Dig goes unshielded. Clod gets one shot. The opponent sends out Skeledirge and concede the match. Let's go. Another very fun battle. Moving on, we got Quag into Gligar. We can only hit for resisted on this moveset, but we can make a very nice catch. Did we catch the double resisted dig? Yes, we did. Stay in school, kids, and learn to count. It takes 7 wing attacks for the first dig and then 6 for the next 2. Boston has been to school and his counting is on point. The opponent throw the Aerial Ace on the CMP time. Boston returns fire with a Night Slash, fishing for that boost. This time, we don't get the boost. Boston could have outpaced the next Night Slash, but instead opts to take the extra. I thought we was just forcing the opponent to throw, but Boston actually chooses to invest the Protect Shield and returns fire with yet another Night Slash, forces the Protect Shield. We then look to go for the Wham Bam combo play. The opponent then send out Charizard. We fire off the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb goes unshielded. Holy, the opponent's got some cojones, but Quag says there's plenty more of where that came from. We fire off the next Sludge Bomb. Charizard does give us the final Protect Shield, and we see the instant no shield deployed from Boston. The opponent full send the Blast Burn, which isn't lethal, which is probably worse as the opponent gets an extra wing attack. We now send in Sneasler. Look at the wing attack damage. Holy cow, we're already below half health. The opponent sends back out Gligar. We really need this Aerial Ace to secure the knockout. Aerial Ace is lethal, and the opponent's final Pokemon is Clod. Luckily for us, we do resist the Poison Stings, and even if we didn't, Poison Sting, not the hardest hitting move. Boston fires off the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace, of course, goes unshielded. The opponent has no Protect Shields too high behind. Boston still has one, and we're putting all our hopes and dreams on the back of Gligar. Gligar incredibly low, but we're able to reach the dig, and Boston keeps the win streak alive. GG's, and thanks for playing. Heading into the next battle, we lead the Quagman into another Charger Bug. I imagine Boston throws the Sludge Bomb on 7, looking to bait a potential Stone Edge. We haven't got it, but you've always got to fake it till you make it. The opponent throw the X-Scissor. Boston throws one Mud Shot, and this time we're YOLOing the Earthquake. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not. The neutral Earthquake does huge damage. Boston could shield this up. Mud Shot farm down to win lead, but we know he likes to save his shields for next season or for the back line. Instead, we send out Sneasler. Sneasler gets the Shadow Claw farm down. The opponent sends out Skeledirge. Holy cow, what do you have in the back trainer, as you are not going to appreciate these Shadow Claws. We fire off the Aerial Ace, forcing the first Protect Shield. We're able to reach the second Aerial Ace. I imagine the opponent just double shields and looks to Incinerate farm down. Sneasler forces both Protect Shields. Boston gets off as much Shadow Claw damage as possible. We now send in Gligar. Does that wing attack knockout. Boston correctly shields up a Shadow Ball. We do get the wing attack farm down. We leave with residual energy. The opponent's final Pokemon is Clod, and that's going to be all she wrote. In the next battle, Shadow Hitmonchan. We've got two better responses in the back, as both our back Pokemon do resist counters. However, we stay in, farm up, throw the Sludge Bomb, lose CMP. The opponent throws the Ice Punch, and whoa, that did a lot. We're already in the red. I imagine the opponent's going to shield and look to counter farm down. Boston, not wanting to get countered down, pivots into Sneasler. Sneasler able to outpace the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is either going to knock out or force the final Protect Shield. Hitmonchan does go down. Boston has a 2-to-1 shield advantage. The opponent sends out the Quagman. Boston looks to throw the Aerial Ace on the CMP side. The opponent takes the extra. Aerial Ace isn't lethal. The opponent commits to the very aggressive Mudshot farm down. A very nice play from the opponent. The opposing shiny Quagman absolutely loaded. Boston sends out his own Quag, looking to force some energy off the opponent. Let's see if they've got Aqua Tail. It looks like they don't. They throw the Mud Bomb. If they had Aqua Tail, they definitely would have thrown that, as it is cheaper and would have been lethal. Boston respects the Stone Edge, gets baited with a Mud Bomb. The Quagman continues to stay in. Is this enough for a Stone Edge? They've done about 1 bazillion Mud Shots, and I wasn't counting. The opponent throw yet another Mud Bomb, then send out Skeledirge. We fire off the Night Slash. Night Slash goes unshielded. We don't see the boost. However, I think this is going to be G to the G, as we've got far too much energy. We throw the next Night Slash. That does force the Protect Shield. Boston still has 1 Protect Shield, 2 high behind. The opponent likely to throw the Disarming Voice, which they do. But we're only 1 wing attack away from the next Night Slash. Night Slash is going to secure the knockout, and the Quagman is going to die to 1 wing attack, and that's going to be all she wrote. GG's. Moving on to the next battle. Great lead. Well, I say great lead. It'd be great if we had Stone Edge. Either way, we do resist the Poison Stings, and all the Bug type damage is going to hit for neutral. The opponent fire off the Lunge, which does debuff us. Boston farming up. We actually look to catch the next Lunge onto Gligar, where it is resisted. Another very nice play from Boston. Lunge doesn't do too much. The opponent now sends out Milotic. Luckily for us, it's on Dragon Tail and not Waterfall. Boston is debuffed, so we full send the Dig. Dig goes unshielded and still gets this thing below half health. Boston actually chooses to shield up the Surf despite being debuffed. I think we still need to Dig. To secure the knockout, we farm up to the Dig bait with the Night Slash. Oof, is this a good bait? Night Slash doesn't knock up. We do manage to wing attack farm down. The opponent now send out Hitmontop. We go straight for the Night Slash. I imagine the opponent doesn't shield, which they don't, but we get a boost. The boost doesn't really help us. We only get off 2 further wing attacks. We now send back out the Quagman. Fire off the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb forces the Protect Shield. The opponent then pivot back out into the Ariados, and we send out Sneasler. Due to our fight in Poison typing, this Lunge is double resistive. You can see that still did respectable damage, as Sneasler cannot tank a hit for shit. We farm up, throw the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace secures the knockout. I would like to see Boston over farm, as I think this game is going to get a lot closer than it needs to. Boston shields up the triple axle. Boston is going to be able to force the final Protect Shield with this Aerial Ace, but I think we're going to get counter farm down. Can the opponent counter farm us down? Yes, they can. The opponent choose to throw a triple axle. I think the opponent should have committed to the close combat. We just about survive, reach the Sludge Bomb, and Boston is going to survive a very scary battle and keep the win streak alive. GG's, and thanks for playing. Boston goes another perfect 5-0, taking his win streak to 13. We're actually going to include the battle where he lost, so let's see how Boston loses win streak. Not the best lead, and we're kind of forced to stay in, to be honest, as we can't really pivot, as our Gligar, not Gliscor, is kind of our only response. Sneasler isn't going to fancy this task either. Boston farms up, throws the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is resisted. Oof, and the opponent calls it as well. Don't tell me this opponent boost. Please no boost. Please no boost. The opponent throws the Night Slash. I didn't see if they boosted. We're going to return fire with the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb goes unshielded. The opponent gets a very nice wing attack farm down. We now see the battle of the little brother versus big brother. We're going to see if they're boosted or how much damage this Night Slash does. What the heck? The opponent throws the Sand Tomb like an absolute savage, lowering our defense. The opponent now fire off the Night Slash on the CMP type. Boston goes for the undercharge. Night Slash still secures the knockout. We pivot into Sneasler, and the opponent has a Lola Mola, and we're just going to gracefully concede the match. And Boston's win streak did go down after 13 very, very fun battles. Huge shout out to one of my Discord moderators, XBoston. He has one of the most ridiculous shadow collections I've ever seen. You can see him battle live on Discord. He battles most days. If you're interested in joining us, link down below. My battle submission form is also linked down below. So like Boston, if you'd like me to shoutcast your battles, get them sent in. I'll look to get through as many as physically possible. As always, a huge thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.